Hey, everybody. I wanted to just come on here and give a testimony that just amazed me from yesterday. But let me just give you a little background. I have just been in this love affair, just experiencing what I believe to be this love affair with my Lord. I've just been getting to know Him better through the Word, through prayer, and just as with any loving relationship, you long to be near the one that you love. You long to be near and be held by your lover. And he is the lover of my soul. And I recognized that this longing in me was just, I don't know, it's just becoming more of an ache, more of a pain, just this emptiness that only he could feel. And so I'm driving to the store yesterday, and I just kind of said out loud, I said, okay, I recognize your spirit, and I'm still in this fleshly body. So I'm just going to embrace your spirit. I'm just going to embrace your spirit. And as I heard myself say that, I recognized that I was embracing love, joy, peace, goodness, kindness, self-control, patience, those fruit of the spirit. I was embracing. As I embrace those, I'm embracing him. So I can't physically put my arms around the lover of my soul, but as I embrace his qualities, as I embrace his characteristics, as I embrace his ways, then technically I'm embracing him. I'm holding him close to my heart. And so on the way to the grocery store, hearing this in my spirit, I decided I'd put my mask on, put my gloves on, go in the store, get what I needed to get from my mom and from my family. And I decided that I would do something that he had taught me, the Spirit had taught me as I was going through my wellness journey. And what that was I claim to be an extreme introvert for the most part. But I've been changed along my journey. And it's nothing for me to go into the grocery store and speak to people and hello. And I can go to the grocery store and meet a perfect stranger now and be talking for hours, just about his goodness, encouraging one another, just good times right there in the aisle. And I missed that because I wasn't doing that with, now the COVID-19 and I'm wearing my mask and stuff. But I decided, a friend had encouraged me to go ahead and smile and say hello through my mask. I hadn't really done that. But 2 days ago, I think it was, this tall white man, he just kind of looked like from out of nowhere and just spoke to me and said, hello, how are you doing? And something in my spirit jumped. And I was just like, oh my goodness, days of old. Hello, how are you? That was my response back. I was just so happy in my spirit. And so when I went to the grocery store, I told my lover I was going to embrace his spirit. And so as I go into the grocery store this time, the consummate introvert who had been changed decided to do what I had already learned to do, which was speak to people, greet people. So I'm in the store. Hello, how are you? Just smiling through my mask. And I believe you can hear a smile. And it was amazing how people responded back. It was almost as if their spirits were leaping. I could hear it in the inflection of their voices. They were either surprised or happy, but either way, it was just nice to be able to spread love, as my 16-year-old son tells me. And so I get up to the cash register, and I'm ready to pay for everything I've bought, and the cashier won't take my card. She has another card in her hand. And I looked at her and she said, this lady wants to pay for your food. She wants to pay for your groceries. And I looked, and it was one of the ladies I had spoken to. And I was just amazed. And she looked at me and she said, you blessed my spirit so much. I haven't had anybody greet me like that in a long time. And I just want to bless you. And it almost, made me cry. I was in shock. Now, let me tell y'all, my groceries that day were almost $150, $148 and some change. So it wasn't cheap. In fact, I had just looked at my bank account to make sure I had enough to cover it on my card. And for her to just outright pay all of it, I thought, oh my goodness, I knew it was my lover. I had expressed his love in me by speaking those words to her, landed on her ears, and it blessed and touched her heart. So all I was doing was giving, and she received. And in turn, she gave to me, and I received. And I was just floored. But as I thought about that, I realized I was wearing a mask and gloves. She wasn't. I was an African American woman. She was a Caucasian woman. So many of our differences seem to be dividing us these days in the era of COVID-19 and now with police brutality in the news. And I just wanted to come on here and encourage you guys to just refuse to hate. That's my message today. I know that so many people are going through, there's sickness in the land, there's financial breakdowns going on, unemployment is high. Like I said, the police brutality, the racism in the news, being mentioned in the news and existing in our world. And I just wanted to encourage you. There's so many other things. There's domestic violence going on. There's abuse. We should be mad about every wrong that exists because there's a lot wrong. But there's also a lot right. And that action yesterday showed me that. There's a lot right. I went in trying to wear the robe of righteousness and just love on people. And instead, I got loved back on. So I just want to tell you, even though there's a lot to be concerned about, frustrated with, you can still speak truth to power in whatever form that power may come in. But always, always refuse to hate. Because let me tell you something, you will never be able to legislate love. Love cannot be legislated. Love comes, love is simple. It's just a hello. It's just a wave. If you want change, be the change you want. Do those things, those little things. The Bible says, do not despise the day of small beginnings. And my small beginning of just deciding to smile, say hello, go in the grocery store, greet people, let people know that I saw them. That creates big change. The big change doesn't come from the top down. It comes from the bottom up. And so I want to encourage everybody who may see this video. Yes, hate oppression, hate injustice, but refuse to hate people. Refuse to hate people. Remember to love your enemies and pray for them. That's the Master's plan. That's the Master's plan. Refuse to hate and always use your words well. Words matter. Okay, be well. Bye-bye.